So Corning has maintained a leadership position both in our base business and through joint ventures that we've done throughout the history of the TFT LCD industry. That includes notebook computers, it includes LCD televisions, it also includes the glass that goes on the front of a GPS system. People that might own an Apple iPhone, the very tough glass that's on the touch screen there is a Corning product, Corning LCD product. So it's a pretty neat industry to be in. So we've grown at a very rapid rate since about 2004, larger rate than we've seen in any Corning division up to this point. So the product volumes and the shipment schedules for each of the customers were established in a monthly forecasting process. So every 30 days we went to the market, asked our customers what they want, how big they wanted it, how many pieces, what days did you want us to ship it on. But the actual quantities and delivery dates were frequently changed as the month progressed. So the customer would come to us during this forecasting process, lay out a shipment schedule for the month, and on the first day of the month would call back up and say, oh, you know what, instead of the 5,000 we wanted next Friday, can you make it 8,000 next Wednesday? All right, and every customer would do this. And it happened daily. So we were kind of kidding ourselves that we had a monthly process. And if you take a look at the daily shipment histories and compare it with the total customer production capability, it seems like we're shipping, maybe on average right about to their production capability, but wild swings in terms of multiples of their daily production capacity on any particular given day. All right? So a lot of the special cause variation we saw in this shipment pattern is really derived from policies that we have in the supply chain and how we relate to our supply chain customers. We started out by designing a 2-buffer demand pull system, all right, whereby we kept one inventory buffer based on a time to reliably replenish for our transportation systems between our warehouses and the customers in these different locations, and one inventory buffer in our warehouse, the TRR of which was based on production scheduling and production cycles that we had. After demand pull, they're able to reduce that by about 60% or maybe a little bit more. So what we're getting is improved cash flow. So we're talking some relatively large numbers for the panel making business, the LCD business in Taiwan, which runs at very, very tight margins. So if you can free up cash and inventory to them, that's really important on their balance sheet. Faster quality feedback, so less inventory. Right? If I remove 15 days of inventory from their cycle, now I have half a chance of going back 3 or 4 days in my process and understanding what kind of variation I saw in my process that might have given them a quality issue in theirs. So, using less warehouse space. All right, so we have other opportunities to use the footprint that I have in my plants much more effectively. The mechanics of implementing a successful customer demand pull system are very straightforward. That 2-buffer system is really easy to set up. It's easy to demonstrate what the efficacy is going to be to the customer. It's really easy to set up the demand pull signals. We started doing this with phone calls, migrated to emails, and now we have their ERP system send our ERP system an email. And we feel it protects our IP so that the customer doesn't get an idea of what our production capacity looks like and can't game that during times of short glass supply.